Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests over here from the Discord. We're just going to be going through these names. I'm also going to be taking some chart requests from the live chat as well. So if you're tuning into the live chat, feel free to drop your chart requests there in the chat. But we have loaded up all of the names here inside of a playlist here. So we're going to go through all these. There's quite a few names. We're not going to cover all of them today. We're going to cover them from Tuesday to Thursday. We got a lot of names in here, a lot of requests. You guys are getting them in here. Dot, Sui, Ray, Aerodrome, XCN, Bonk. Lots of good names in here. Lots of good stocks. We got ABTC and MSTR, XMR, UPS. We're going to be hitting all of these throughout the week. We had someone, Efren, who is a general inside the Discord. He is going to start helping us out with these streams and loading these up into a playlist for us, so we don't have to keep swapping back and forth, and I'll keep losing my place and stuff like that. So I already loaded them up here in the playlist. We're just going to go down this list. You can see there's a lot of good names on here: OP, QQQ, ICP, Pepe. We're just going to be taking a look at the signals, guys. You guys know the strategy. If you don't know the strategy, there is a free trading course over here that's going to explain everything that we're going to talk about here today, but it's pretty simple. What we're looking for here are the green dots for entries and the red dots for exits. Okay, we also use moving averages and MACD and a stochastic RSI and things like that. Our strategy is laid out over here inside the trading course and also right here in the trading rules. I'm not going to dive into that today just because these chart request videos are for our members. If you guys are watching this, you might be new, but the majority of this content is catered toward the members, catered toward the people who have already watched the trading course. Again, the trading course is free over here in the Discord under the trading course tab. So like I said, we're just going to hit all these requests today. Like I said, if you got chart requests, drop them in the chat as well. I will be taking chart requests from the live chat here today. I got about 30 to 40 minutes today, and I have a meeting I got to get to. So we're going to knock out as many of these chart requests as we can here. So let's just go ahead and start here at the top with OP. So OP gave our signal back here on December, that was December 8th at around 30 cents. It's sitting at around 35 right now, so it's up about 20% off the bottom, but you could see where we bottomed back here in 2022. We're right back down at the 3-year low right now. This is an Ethereum name, and that thing is now breaking out over the 9-week moving average here. That's a breakout here today. That's up 15% on the day. Again, that signal came about a month ago, and I think this one has a lot of room to go. So OP, look at that green dot there on the daily as well. Crypto is breaking out big here, folks. There's a lot of noise right now going around about the tariffs, about all this other stuff. Ignore it all, folks. Ignore it all. I think the big pump in crypto, the altcoin pump we've been waiting for 2 or 3 years for, is coming very, very soon, just based on what these charts are telling us. Price target for OP. Our price target's always going to be up in the red zone. If you guys are familiar with our selling strategy, we want to sell up here in the red zone, right? We're not thinking about selling down here. We're just thinking about accumulating. But when price comes back up here to the red zone, that is when we take profit, and that is a big fat candle right there with volume on OP, guys. I think today is a very, very big day for crypto. And that's a big breakout candle there on OP. So target would be anywhere from 80 cents to $1 on that. It's sitting at 35 cents right now. That one looks good. QQQ. Guys, don't trade the QQQ right now. This thing is nowhere near the buy zone. So if you guys are familiar with our strategy, what we look to do on the weekly chart is we look to buy when this blue wave is below this white line. We don't want to buy when it's up here, or our time to buy is right here. Okay, that was back in April of 2021. The price of the QQQ was $5.50. Okay, this is when everyone was freaking out about tariffs. People were panicking. People were not having a good time. And what did it do? It went from $4.50 all the way up to $6.24. That was a massive move over the last year of about 45%. So I'd just be waiting on QQQ to come back down, right? We want to buy when the blue wave is down here. That just tells us that we've had a big pullback, right? We want to buy after a big dramatic pullback to the downside. These are not day trades. These are swing trades. That didn't happen. This move didn't happen overnight. It took from April to where we're at now in about January. That's about a 8-month period of time. Our typical time frame, you guys will learn in that course if you're new, is 1 to 6 months. So when we buy off these signals, okay, we're looking to buy and hold for at least 1 to 6 months. Okay, and again, our sell target is always up here in the red zone. So if your name is in the red zone, okay, you should be looking to sell. One of our sell strategies is the red dot in the red zone. You can see that came back there at 630. You had one right here at 600. You had one right here 580. We're not trying to time the exact top. We're just trying to get out near. But if you're buying down here and selling up here, you're beating everybody else. Because right back here in April, if you guys remember, okay, everyone was panicking about tariffs and people were scared. They were calling for a bear market and Trump's going to wreck the economy, so on and so forth. When there's that kind of sentiment, when people are talking like that, okay, that's when we want to be buying. Okay, we don't want to buy when everyone's excited. We want to buy when everyone's in despair and freaking out. So right now, I wouldn't buy tech. I think there's some better names to own. Some of these altcoins we're going to get to. We got World Liberty Fi breaking out, Solana breaking out, AVAX breaking out. I would not be looking at tech stocks right now. I would not be looking at tech stocks. We want to buy the names that are down here. Okay, and that one's nowhere close. That one's not a buy. Shoot, S-H-U-T-E. Let's see if this one, S-H-U-T-E-S. That one looks like a newer coin, so I can't tell you what the indicator says just because it's so new. ICP, though, is breaking out. Where did we get the signal? We got the signal last week. We also got one back here in October at around $3. It ended up popping all the way up to 10, and then it sold all the way back off down to 3. But we got that signal last week. You guys saw that called out January 5th. Right there at around $3. So I'm bullish on this. That's up 12% today. For those of you that entered on the green dot, you guys are already up 12, 13%. But I think this move is just getting started. Okay. Another part of our selling strategy is to sell when this blue wave gets back up here above that white line. Okay. So we want to buy when the blue wave on the weekly is below the white line, just like Bitcoin here. Again, we got the signal on Bitcoin back on December 15th. Okay. That was at 87,000. It's now pushing up. Again, this is not a day trade. Each one of these candles is 1 week. 1 week's worth of time. And this is a huge breakout today for Bitcoin. We're breaking over that orange line, which is the 9-day moving average. Okay, normally when you break up above the orange line, again, that's the 9-week moving average. It's the 9 EMA. If you're looking at a weekly chart, it would be the 9-week moving average. But normally, when we break up above it is when the trend starts to fly. Okay, and you're seeing that's breaking up above it here today. And Bitcoin's looking very, very strong. So again, our sell tactic on a weekly. So we have two different sell strategies you guys will learn in the Discord. The first one is that red dot in the red. Look at that. Beautiful candle on Bitcoin here today, folks. I'm loving this candle today. Let's go. Spartans are in the house, baby. What's up? Efren, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Okay, but that weekly breaking up above the 9, I really like that. You can see how we broke up here, and then we ended up just trending up for the next month or two. That's a really good sign, really good to see. But again, on the weekly, our sell strategy, we want to sell when this blue wave is closer to that white line. You can see right there was a great selling point right there on Bitcoin at 105. It dipped all the way to 73. You had another entry signal right there at 80, popped up to 125. And now we've sold off. And again, we got the signal a month ago. So we've been buying for the last month or two here, folks. And I think you're just starting to see some of these names pop off. No one's seen anything yet. I mean, I was talking to somebody about this in the Discord the other day. You guys know what the Bitcoin dominance chart is? I'm going to just explain it really quick. Okay, what this represents, this 59%, is the amount of money in Bitcoin. So the total amount of money in crypto, right, the total amount is $3.2 trillion. There's $3.2 trillion in the crypto market if you add up every single coin that exists right now, okay, from Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you add everything up, you get 3.2 trillion. Okay, what this 59% represents is 59% of this $3.2 trillion is invested into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin makes up 59%, almost 60% of the total market cap. So when you guys see an altcoin season, you see this chart go down. So altcoins go up when this chart goes down, okay? And this is what the last bull run, the last altcoin season looked like, okay? That was back in May, okay? You can see it was down at 40%. So once we get into this like 48 to 50% range is when the altcoin, you're going to see altcoins go parabolic. So if this thing sells off all the way back down here, you're going to see names like Ethereum at like 10,000. You'll see these altcoins just go crazy. And I think this is coming. Okay, I think it's going to sell off like it did back here in 2021, and it's going to hit the floor. Okay, you could see names like Ethereum back there in May. Okay, May of 2021, where was Ethereum? Ethereum was all the way up here at all-time highs. May of 2021, it hit 4,500, and it sold all the way off to 1,800. Okay, again, May of 2021 was the top of the last altcoin season, and that was right here. Okay, when this thing bottomed out is when Ethereum topped out. So when this chart goes down, okay, altcoins and stuff are going up. So we want this thing to sell off, and the real altcoin season happens is when the price gets back down into here. I don't know when that's going to be. I can sit here and give you guys some projections, but there's no real way to tell. Right now, my analysis for the top of the altcoin season is somewhere between April and June. I think toward the end of spring, going into summer, we will have a better idea, but I think that's when it's going to happen. Okay, again, I'm just a guy on YouTube. That's just my analysis, my prediction. We really got to see what happens here. I think we're going to get a really good idea here by the end of the month. By February, we're going to know, okay? We're going to know what's going to happen, okay? And I think today, you're seeing some very bullish price action. ICP's breaking up here. I'd still be a buyer of ICP at 350. We got WIF. WIF has a green dot as well. We'd be a buyer of that name, okay? As long as the wave's below the white line, we are looking to buy, okay? Last time this came was in March, 35 cents up to $1.45. That doesn't look like much on the chart, okay? But that's a 300% move. 300%, okay? I'd be a buyer WIF here. That looks good. Pepe, again, called out when? We called this out back in December at 0.004. It popped all the way up to almost 0.008. That was almost a 100% move. But this thing, you can see how it's bouncing on that orange line there. That's a beautiful looking bounce. What's going on, Samuel? What's going on, Efren? What's going on, Raptor? Mark, Ronnie, how you guys doing in the chat? God bless you all. God bless you all. Pepe's looking good here. I'd still be a buyer of Pepe down here. And if you like the name, I'd still be a holder. What you could look for is for this thing to come back up here into the red zone. That's when you're going to want to sell. And I've used this analogy before, and I think it just makes so much sense. I grew up in a farming family. I grew up on a big ranch. So if you think about investing, I like to think of it as like we are like farmers, right? If you're a farmer, there is a season to plant and there's a season to harvest. Okay, we have been in planting season for the last few months. Okay, when we're down in this zone, when the blue wave is down here, this is planting season, right? You plant the seed right here. Boom. Okay, and then you wait till harvest season, right? When harvest season comes around, we're going to be up in this red zone. Okay, we want to sell the red dot in the red zone. Let's just look at Ethereum's red zone here. Okay, Ethereum red dot in the red zone right there at 4,800, called the exact top. Okay, it also gave you one right here. 4,700, 4,800. It gave you one right here at 4,000 as well. Again, our goal is not to time the exact top. It's to get out close to the top. As long as we're getting in down here when everyone's in despair and everyone's saying bear market and it's all over and it's all going to zero and everything sucks. Okay, the reason that is because people end up buying up here, right? The majority of retail is going to be buying up here when everyone's excited. It's hard to buy when no one's excited, right? But that's what you're supposed to do. You want to buy when there's no enthusiasm, there's no delusion, there's not people on XRP calling for $10,000 XRP by the end of the year. When you start hearing that stuff, you're just like, okay, people are in delusion, time to take some profits. I mean, we called the top of XRP, guys, back here, okay, right here at 350, multiple times. See the red dots right there? A red dot in the red zone is our sell strategy. Okay, that's our first sell strategy. Okay, and you can see how far Pepe is off from that zone. So my target on Pepe is up there at 0.00014. That looks good. Trump coin's got a long way to go. That's got a green dot here. Guys, these coins are breaking out today. Crypto is breaking out really big today. Like these are some technical breakouts here. And not only do you got price action, but you also have volume. Not so much on Trump coin. But again, that's got a long way to go back to 14 to 15 bucks. So I'd be a buyer of Trump coin down here as well. We got AVAX. Also got the signal there a couple weeks ago at around 13. It's sitting at 14.50, but a lot of room to go. AVAX looks good. I'd be a buyer of that one as well. Solana, I actually hold Solana here. I bought it right here at around 130. It's sitting at 144 right now. That looks like it's going up to me. So as long as this dot is green, we're bullish. We got nailed with a monthly. Let's go. We bought that one last week too. What up? We literally sniped the bottom of this last week, dude. We bought that at 53 last week. It's at 70 now in less than 5 days. Okay, and if you guys do not have these indicators, by the way, you guys can download them over here inside the Discord. Just go to the trading indicator tab, click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks, and all these indicators, everything I'm talking about here is going to load directly up into your TradingView account. But nail getting the monthly there. It faded away, but you guys saw that go off here live. That's a big breakout right there. This is the home builder ETF we've been tracking for a while now. We bought it back here at 46. It popped up to 100, came back down to what? Came back down into support. We bought it into support, and now it's taken off. I think home builders are going to do very good here going into 2026. And Nail was on the list as well. But Solana looking good, pointing straight up. Red zone's all the way up here at 220 to 240. Again, that's our sell target. That's our first target that we get. We should have been selling Solana back here in September at 250. It sold off from 250 all the way down here to 122. Now we're just being patient, waiting for it to come back up here. What do we got from the chat? Any chart requests from the chat? Go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'm going to take those as we go here today. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I see one for DJT. DJT. Still hanging. Still hanging, but this one has the monthly, so I'm still holding my position. I sold the majority of it up here at 17 because I bought a lot down here at 10. I ended up buying this one at like 16. It sold off to 10. I bought more, and I sold my bag when it went up to 17. I sold about 70% of the position because I had a huge position. But again, the dot is still green here on the monthly and the weekly. I think DJT looks really good. Target on that's anywhere from 35 to 40. I see one for Prime. Prime, I believe this one's still holding its monthly, so that one's still got to be a buy here. If you believe in that project, I would be buying Prime down here. World Liberty Financial, WLFI. That one's breaking out here. Just not a lot of data on this, but look at that green dot. That looks really good. They actually launched their World Liberty Financial. They launched their lending markets, so you can actually get loans on your Bitcoin now. So you can supply Bitcoin and then get a loan out on it in USDC or USDC1. They just launched this product like yesterday. So they're pretty much going to be a DeFi bank, a decentralized finance bank. So people are going to be able to store their crypto here. Like you can supply your USD1 here and collect 7% on it right now, which is pretty insane. But they just launched this, so if you guys want to dig into how this works, I recommend watching some YouTube videos. I'm not going to dig into it right now, but technically what they are giving you the ability to do is supply a crypto, right, like Ethereum or USD1, USDS, even World Liberty Fi, and then you can borrow against your assets, which is pretty much the new financial system, folks. If we're going to a crypto-backed system, World Liberty Financial is going to be one of the leading. It's going to be one of the leading decentralized banks. That's technically what it is a decentralized bank. But I would say as long as it holds on to 15 cents, it is very bullish. That is a very bullish looking candle. If we can get over 20 cents, you should see this thing absolutely fly to the upside. I just don't have a whole lot of data on it. I can only look at the daily. I can't even see the fib on the daily because it's so new, right? It just came out here in September, so it doesn't give us enough information to populate. You can see the 4 hours up there, but yeah, if that breaks over 20 cents, you should see that thing skyrocket. I would say that thing is bullish as long as it holds on to 15 cents. I like the fact that they just launched their lending markets. That's good for the project, right? I see one for PayPal in the chat. Yeah, drop them in the chat, guys. I'm going to take some from chat as well today. PayPal's right down here where we bottomed in April. So if you guys don't know what a double bottom is, you're looking at it. So a double bottom is when you sell off, you hit a level, right? It hit about 55, it bounced up to 80, and it's sold off again. Well, it's sitting right down there at the same spot. PayPal's one of my largest positions right now just because I think it's so undervalued. The bottom will be when that green dot comes in. So the green dot came back here in April at around 59. It popped up to 80, and now it's selling off. The only thing you need to do on PayPal right now is just wait for the green dot for confirmation. I'm already in a position on it, and I could potentially look to average down if we get a green dot, but I think that one's going to bounce right here at the same level that it did right here in April at 55. This is also a very big DeFi name, or not DeFi, but crypto name. So they're one of the largest payment platforms out there. They own Venmo, they do loans, they do all kinds of stuff. And they're really big. They're getting really big into crypto as well. So it's almost a crypto play here. It just doesn't have the green dot yet. So that's what I'd wait on for PayPal for confirmation. XRP pushing up here. Again, where do we get the signal? Right here at around $1.80, and it's sitting at $2.15. I'm going to say as long as this holds on to 175, the real level we've been watching on XRP is 150. Every time this thing comes down here into this zone, though, between 150, you can see it came back down here in April at 160 and bounced. It bounced right here at 159, and it's bouncing again right here around the same level, about 180. So I would say the bottom for XRP is 150, so the closer you can get it to there, the better. But right now, everything's pointing up that we're going to break out. You could even use a tight stop loss at like $1.90 if you want here. But XRP is pointing straight up. We're bullish, right? As long as the dot is green, guys, we're bullish. Okay, if it flips to red, then we have to make a decision. Then we have to set our stop loss and play it smart. But as long as the dot is green, there's nothing to worry about. We should be clapping. We should be having a good time, right? People should be having fun right now, okay? Because this move is just getting started. Okay, these signals don't come around every day, folks. The last time XRP got a green dot with the blue wave all the way down here below our white line on our indicator was back here in July of 2024, about a year and a half ago. Okay, XRP was at 43 cents. 43 cents. It went all the way up to 350. Again, were people buying it back here? There were some people. This is where everyone was buying it, though, up here at 3. Now people have kind of lost interest because we haven't had an explosive move like this again. Is it going to come here? I don't know. It very well could. I mean, the indicator says the direction we're going is up. Okay, that doesn't mean we're going to get back to $4 tomorrow. This takes time, right? These are weekly candles. Each one of these candles is 1 week's worth of price action. Okay, the reason we trade the larger time frames is because they're more accurate, right? Like I said, last time this signal came was back here in July. That was a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago. Do you guys understand that? Okay, I talked to a financial advisor one time, and he told me something that has always stuck with me. There's always like one time a year, every year, right? One time to buy. A good time to buy is 1 year, okay? One time a year, it's a good time to buy. So you got to think, what's the best possible time to buy on a year basis? I believe it is when we get this green dot with the blue wave down here on the weekly chart, okay? And you just got that a couple weeks ago on XRP. So I'm very bullish on XRP here. I don't have it in my portfolio. I think there's just some better names to own with higher potential upside, but folks, that's pointing straight up. That looks really good. Okay, I'd still be a buyer of XRP there. Quorum, that one's got a green dot as well. We'd be a buyer of that name. We got XLM. XLM, we're also a buyer of down here. This looks really good as long as it holds on to 20. Again, you got 2 signals down here at 20 cents. That just tells you that, hey, 20 cents is a very strong support level. You can see we bounced on it back here in April, bounced at it right here in June. And this was months ago, folks. This wasn't like, right, too long. This was months ago. So it's building a strong support right there at 20 cents. Yeah, totally. And by the way, guys, if we can get this video to 300 likes, if you guys are watching the replay, 300 likes on the video, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody. If we can get to 150 on the live, we're at about 44 likes right now on the live, 93 people watching. If we can get to 150 on the live, I'll give away 100 XRP on the live stream before we sign off today. But you guys got to do it quick because I do have a meeting coming up here. I just want to cover as many of these as possible. But XLM is an absolute buy down here at these levels. RR breaking out over $4. That's what we were looking for. We took a position on this down here at 330, up nicely off of that. And it's got the green dot this week. This green dot isn't coming below the white line, but you can see how it's bouncing off of the 50-week moving average there. That looks very bullish. I really like Rich Tech Robotics. I have a position on this as well. They have a partnership with NVIDIA. It's a penny stock, but this chart looks very bullish. And if that thing could break out over 5, you're going to see it probably fly back to 8 or 10. But right now I have a stop loss at $3. As long as $3 holds, I'm very bullish on RR. Okay, you can get in here to the smaller time frames and look for places to buy if you want. But in the macro, I think this looks really, really good here. Okay, another part of our sell strategy you guys will learn in the trading course is when the stochastic RSI gets back up here to the white dotted line is when we look to start taking profits. Okay, right now it's sitting down here at the bottom, right here at 21. That white dotted line represents the 100 value. You can see 100 over here on the side of my screen. When that gets to 100 is normally when we want to be looking to for reasons to take our profits, for reasons to exit. And right now it's sitting at 16. So that tells you that it has a lot of room to expand. Okay, I'm looking for a big move on RR this week. That looks good. Circle, I've had a lot of questions about this last couple days. It's just going flat right now. But this is a big crypto name here. And it's got a green dot here on the daily. I bought it down here at 67 off of that dot right there. Okay, and right now it's just going sideways. So we're looking for a breakout on this one. I do like the play fundamentally. Technically, there's just not a lot of data for us, but I'm still a buyer here at 83. Thank you, sir. I see a request in the chat for open door technology. Okay, this one's just grinding down. Again, I want to buy when this wave is down here. That signal came right there at 70 cents. Where was everyone buying this? Up here at 10. Now it's just kind of chopping around, doing its thing. This is another real estate play. That monthly's pretty high. I'm going to say if you want to buy this one here, if you want to play this signal, you got to use a stop loss at like $5. That's where we bounced right here. As long as 5 holds, it looks good. Not my favorite, but it is given a green weekly that you can't ignore. I just think there's some better names to own right now than Open Door. We got ODFL. So this one's waves up here. So again, our buying opportunity was right here at 134. Popped up to 170 there. I wouldn't touch that one here, but it looks like it could keep going. I would just look for a sell signal on that. So again, if it's too late to buy, you should be looking for a sell signal. Our sell signal, again, is that daily red dot in the red zone. Okay, you're seeing a daily dot come right now. It's not in the red zone, but it's pretty close. But up there at 200 would be the target. $200 on the target for that. We got TGT. Shout out to Mr. Bob, still holding on to TGT. I sold mine. I got impatient, but it looks really good. It looks like it is reversing up here. Your buying opportunity was right here at 86, and you had another opportunity right there at 90, and it's pushing up now. So again, we're looking to the red zone. Up there between 130, 140 is where we'd be taking profits on that one. Wouldn't buy it when the wave's up here. Again, we want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line. That tells us that there's been a really big pullback, right? Over exaggeration to the downside. Now that it's up here, we're not looking for entries. Okay, we're looking for exits, and our exits should be somewhere between 130 and 140. Okay, I would maybe trim some now, but what do I know? I sold this one at like $100, which I'm actually not mad about. I think I sold it right there at 99. So I'd only be up like 10% if I held on to it. But I rotated it into something else, I'm pretty sure. But target, yeah, just look for that red zone there. APLD, I'm seeing a lot of influencers hype this one up. I hear they have really good fundamentals. They're really not making a lot of money yet, but it's just too high, right? Time to buy was right here in April. We want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line, just like it was there, just like it was there. Boom. That was your buying opportunity, $4. You're up 1,000%. That's a 10x trade. Okay, so I'd be taking profits up here at 40 on that one. Polkadot got listed today on Robinhood. They got listed on Robinhood. So that's a big deal. Robinhood really has to vet their projects. They only have like 30 or 35 names that they offer on their platform. They don't list meme coins or any of that garbage. They actually list the legit projects like Dot and Sui and things like that. But I've been buying. I haven't been buying it. I bought a pretty big position on Dot, but I'm staking it right now. So they actually pay staking rewards on Coinbase. So Coinbase pays you, I can't remember how much it is on Coinbase. I think it's around 9 to 10%. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. It'll probably be like 8.35%. Okay, you can see, yeah, about 8 to 10%. 8 to 10% is what they pay. So I'm just earning as it continues to sit down here. But if this has a big explosive move, we got that signal right there a couple weeks ago at 170, and now it's all the way up here to 224. I think that one has some room to expand there. First target's going to be up there at $5. That one's got a green daily today. Huge breakout candle right there. Huge. Okay, look at that volume candle. That's volume. That's big boy money coming in right there. Looking really good. And our first target on that's going to be around $5. But I think that one has a lot of room to go. I was really excited to see that Robinhood listing this week. SUI is another position I have a huge position on. Not huge, but pretty big. Where we get the signal back down here at 140. Okay, now we're at 185, and that thing just looks like it's ready to go. I mean, these charts, guys, I cannot tell you how bullish these altcoin charts look. I've been doing this for 8 years, folks. They look so good. Okay, unless we get some kind of black swan, like COVID event, like these charts look so good. Liquidity is flowing in, folks. Liquidity is flowing into these assets right now, and they're just looking really good. And look how much room we have to go to the red zone. I mean, we have a massive amount of room. That's 134% back to the top. Okay, where should you have sold this? You should have sold it back here at $5. Red dot in the red zone. We went from $5 all the way down to 135. Or I'm sorry, 130. We bought this at 140 3 weeks ago. And that thing is looking phenomenal here, dude. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Sui looks good. Onan, O-N-A-N. Again, weekly up here. We want to buy down here. We should have been buying that at 34. Red zone's up there at like $60. That'd be my target. G-R-N-D. Never heard of this one before. It's got some green dots down there at 1250. Is this that like gay Tinder app? I would have to disown this. You just want to watch 11. If that's what I think it is, I think it's a gay dating app or something like that. Grinder. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from that. No, thank you. USD Radium. Radium is another name I have a position on here. Green dot right here. I covered my whole portfolio yesterday, by the way. We went over every name that I have in my portfolio yesterday on that YouTube video. If you guys missed that, you guys can come watch that replay over here in the latest tab. We always post our latest episodes over here in the Discord, so you guys can tune in for that over here. Boom, just click on that. Was that? Or was that... Wow, did it not notify you guys yesterday? Oh, man. It didn't notify you guys. Wow. Well, I posted it over here at least. Overkill trades. Yeah, I took a couple trades today, but this one. Overkill portfolio update. Wow. I thought that might have posted, but it didn't. So we went over Ray in that video, but again, green dot. As long as the dot is green, we're bullish. That looks really good. Really, really good. I'm a buyer of Ray here. Aerodrome Finance. Okay, also green last week. We're pointing straight up. I mean, these guys, I've been telling you to buy altcoins for the last like 2 or 3 months. Okay, it's time. You got to get in the game because these moves, they happen really fast. Okay, they happen really fast, and a lot of the time people wait till it's already too late, right? Till we're already up here. That's when we want to sell. We should have been loading our bags last few months, okay, when we started seeing these signals pop off. Aerodrome Finance looks phenomenal here. Cookie DAO. I've gotten a lot of requests for this. I don't know what this thing is, but there has been a lot of requests on it lately. And, I mean, we're down here in buying territory, so if you believe in the project, I'd be a buyer of it down here, okay? Looks like an all-time high of 70 cents. It's sitting at 4 cents. So we're buyers as long as the last dot is green. XPen, not enough data for me. Unless there is a different chart, and there's not. So I just can't tell you. There's no data on my indicator. I can't tell you what I think. Bonk though, Bonk did get the signal back here under a penny or whatever number that is, but that looks really good. I'm loving this candle here today. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. These charts look so good, guys. They look so good. You said Onyx or SCI? That's a tough one. I actually own a little bit of both. I own a lot of XCN, but SCI is also a very strong project here, and it's very oversold. So I like both those. The reason I like Onyx so much, XCN, is because they pay 29% APY. Okay, in my video yesterday, I went over the staking on the Onyx app. Okay, you could see since yesterday, if you guys were watching yesterday, I've already earned another 8,500 XCN. I'm earning around 7,600 of these coins a day just by staking it over here for around 29%. So I do have a whole DeFi course. DeFi just stands for Decentralized Finance. That is a free course over there along with the trading course. Completely free courses. You guys can check them both out, but that'll explain how to stake and liquidity pools and things like that to earn passive income with crypto. And that's what we're doing with Onyx and SCI. Both of those, I like them both. I can't choose one. Onyx probably has more upside, but that's about it. Yeah, 9.28% on DOT staking on Coinbase. So I'm just earning 10 DOT a day just by sitting and doing nothing. So if DOT goes to $100, you know, I'm earning 10 a day, so that'd be about $1,000 a day if it goes to 100. Not saying it's going to go there, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Yeah, free XRP. If you guys can get to 150 likes on the stream, 150 likes on the stream, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the chat. 100 XRP. What is XRP sitting at right now? That's about $214 worth of XRP if we can get to 150. I have to sign off here in like 5 to 10 minutes, so you guys got to do it fast. If we can hit it on the replay, if we can hit it, oh my gosh, Bonk looks so good, dude. Oh, holy smokes, dude. Oh, man. I might have to buy me some Bonk today. I don't normally buy meme coins, but some of these charts are just looking way too good. Way too good. Okay, look at that daily. That daily is going to pop here. That's a beautiful bounce right off of the 50 right there. Looking phenomenal after about a 7-day pullback. Get ready, folks. I'm telling you right now. Something's coming. Something's coming here. Okay, you see how these moving averages, I'm just going to hide the fib really quick. And by the way, again, you guys can get all these indicators that we're talking about here. You guys get my whole trading layout over here under the trading indicator tab. Okay, just click on this link and everything loads right up. But you can see how when we're below these moving averages, right? When we're below them, we're in a bear market, bear market, bear market. When we're below the averages, right? Okay, when we break up above the averages like we did here, okay, that is normally the sign that we are reversing. Okay, look what happened. We broke up and we tested, and we're bouncing. That is a beautiful sign. Beautiful. Okay, that is... looks so good, dude. Looks so good. Okay, I really like Bonk here. And I bought Uniswap today, by the way. I bought Uniswap today. I told you guys I was looking at it. I decided to pull the trigger. I know we don't got the green daily yet, but this one's lagging behind. The reason I bought Uniswap is because it's not moving as big as some of these other names, and it's a huge project. Okay, it's all the way down here, again, below the white line. That's where we want to accumulate, and we're getting a nice little doji here. So I'm looking for Uniswap to make an explosive move. I bought that today, and Bonk honestly looks really tempting here. Okay, Bonk back to the red zone from here is literally 225%. Okay, that's a big move. Big move. Okay, Bonk looks good. I'd be a buyer of Bonk, but you probably got to act fast on that one because Bonk is one of those ones that could move really fast, and we're bouncing really nicely here. That looks really good. NSTQ, that's down here below the wave, so that looks good, and the monthly looks really good here, bouncing off that moving average. I'd be a buyer of this here. The confirmation of a bottom on that one would be a green dot there. Bada bing, bada boom. Raptor fan, what's going on, my brother? A $10 super chat. My man. My man. Yeah. Jasmine. Let's hit it. Jasmine looks phenomenal, dude. Jasmine's breaking out. Okay, we got the signal right here back at 0.0065. You're already up 20%, and that thing's got a lot of room. Look at this monthly chart, how deep that is. Okay, Jasmine's one of those names that could absolutely explode here. That one looks fantastic. Quant QNT, another one we've been eyeing here as well. We're down here below the white line, so we're going to be buyers. And this is one of those ISO tokens that not a lot of people know about. Okay, I like this one. Okay, it's down here below the white line, so I'd be looking for reasons to buy it. Looks good at 75. There's just not a lot of hype behind that one. If I'm going to pick between those two, I'm probably going to choose Jasmine over Quant, just because Quant doesn't have quite the following. Good to hear, Judah. We got TERX. Signal came back here at 30. It's already up here at 40. So if you miss the green dot, what you want to do is zoom into like the 4-hour chart and look for a pullback on the 4-hour. You kind of missed the boat right here on this one, but I'd be holding this one, looking for the sell target of around 70. So has quite a bit of room to go on that. KAS. This one's sitting down here at 4 or 5 cents. Monthly looks really good, dude. Oh my gosh, I cannot explain to you guys how freaking bullish I am on altcoins. It's absolutely insane how bullish some of these charts are looking. QNT, we just covered this one. UNG, this is United States Gas Fund. That's getting a little bit of green here today. Looking for the green dot down here below the white line. I'd just be a little more patient on this one unless you think it's going to bounce right here at 10. You could add to your position now and then add again when you get the signal. $10 is a pretty solid support. That's like the lowest it's ever been. So $10 is a pretty big number for UNG. I just watched that level. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't believe some of these charts, man. Some of these charts just look so stupid. But that's where we're going to have to leave off today, guys. I got to get to a meeting, so we're going to pick up tomorrow right here at ABTC, and we're just going to keep making our way down the list. We'll cover Ethereum tomorrow and more of these names. We're just going to keep going down the list. We're live every day here, Monday through Friday. Make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you guys are not in the Discord, there's a link to join down in the description and pinned in the comment section. You guys can join up. It's completely free to join. We do have a membership over here that you guys can join for $4 a month. That'll pretty much get you access to everything we do for as little as a $4 a month fee if you guys pay for the year. It's less than a Starbucks coffee a month. So if you guys can give up a coffee for one day, you guys can afford the membership. That'll get you all these signals, all the call outs. You'll get access to our member chats and the watch list, the weekly watch list that we drop. These are going to be the best stocks in crypto every single week dropped for you over here in the Discord, and a ton more stuff. So we'll pick up again, like I said, tomorrow right here at ABTC, and we'll just keep making our way down. We'll be live again here tomorrow on YouTube. If you guys are watching on Facebook, you guys can catch the stream on YouTube and the replay on Facebook. If you guys are watching the replay and we can get this video to 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comment section. So with that being said, guys, markets are looking really good. Altcoins are looking phenomenal here. Hold the line. I think we're about to get a payday here. So be patient. As always, be disciplined and ignore the noise, folks. Listen to the charts. Let's get it. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Until then, peace.